Ladies and gentlemen, kids of all ages, prepare to be amazed. We're going to transport you back in time to 1954. Well, maybe it was shinier in 54. So you can witness the awesome power of the 40 crawler. I'm going to set you up on a trailer fender over there. We'll see how the angle is, and we'll get a little watch out, cat, don't get close to such a powerful machine. We'll set you up and we're gonna try to flatten out a few ruts. It's still awful wet back there by the bales, but I'm gonna see if I can get this flattened out and fish those last two silage bales out. Well, we didn't have any bearing spools at Mom and Dad's. Didn't have any at my uncle's either. Yeah, I'll be able to find them sooner or later. There's some generic online, you know, these grease box bearings. I'm going to clean up the inside. This part's split. I'm going to clean it up on the inside. I'm going to weld it there to hold everything together. V it out a little bit with the grinder. Pour it in there. Weld this piece to, you know, it's running in, you got dirt here. You basically got a dirt grease seal on the outside of these things. And the other part here, put this together. Once I got this one welded up, we'll V this out some. It's got that big step in it, so it'll be easy to align. I'm going to weld it. This is all going to be in compression. Going, you know, down the rod, disc blades pushing into it. And I think it'll work until I come upon some of these. I know I can find some somewhere. Or convert one of those generic deals over. The measurements don't quite line up, but I bet I can make this work, so I'll get started on this and we'll see if we can get it back together. I don't know if any of you ever ran this Hobart Noma cast. It's a little different than welding with straight nickel. It kind of stays put a little better. So that's what we got. Of course, that big step in it, it's round, so I went a little bit, turn it a little bit back and forth. Didn't want to get it too hot. But that big step up it had in it, of course, it cracked right across that corner. But it was all stuck together by that time. I just gouged it back out and put a little more in there. It's not the prettiest thing on the planet, but we're gonna let it cool down the rest of the way and it should work. If it doesn't, there's always plan C, so we can go to that. So we gotta get our bearing apart here. Wire that I had on it the last time I put it together is still on there. We'll get that up and clean that middle out a little bit, because we're gonna have to put this, now that we got it apart, we'll have to put everything back the right way in pieces instead of just sliding the shaft through. So I'll get this cleaned up, bring it back when I get this thing put together. Okay, I've never tried a camera on my head before. I guess we'll see. I don't know what you guys are gonna see. I'll have to get used to this. Well, we'll see if I'm gonna cut that out, or you probably got seasick watching that. Get stuck in here. Not bad. Looks nice. This is a little spot they run on a rye seat. Oh yeah, we shouldn't be in here. Disc test. Look at this, it looks a little juicy. make mud balls, but hey, we got in the field. Good thing we got a lot of tractor for the disc we're pulling. It's just a little bit too wet for that. All right, well, I don't know if you can see the rye behind me, but a week ago it looked pretty sick and brown, but it looks like it's getting there. So we got a disc that'll disc, a dozer that'll doze. Looks like it's dry enough to feed a silage bale to the cows. I floated the 4230 through there, so I should be able to get one fished out of there on the forks on a 2520. So I was gonna give you a heck of a mixed bag of a video here, but I think I'll make one out of this and put it out tonight. And the next thing we're gonna have is a little green drill repair. This wind is probably terrible, so I'll cut it off here and I'll make you guys a video. We'll see you next time.